Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Office Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar, and I am with you with the area of JIIB. Okay, so today we are going to talk about AFM 2023. Acha, now we are looking at 2024 as well. So if I have to look forward to it, it is 2024 now. Okay, so let's talk about it. We were talking about the basics of accounting. The basics was chapter number 1 or unit number 1, module A. So let's look at the question that we are having today. We're doing the basics of accounting. In terms of basics of accounting, we are done with what do you mean by accounting, bookkeeping, accountancy, right? The limitations of accounting. We were done with all that area. Now I'm talking about different types of accounting today. That is value accounting and fair value accounting. Okay, now let's talk about value and fair value difference. Uh, Value accounting is referring to, what do you mean by the term value in our lives? If I say that what is the value of this thing, that means how important that particular thing is for you, right? That is something which we define as value accounting. One thing is value accounting and one thing is first is value and second is fair value. Okay, the difference is just of one word, fair. It is actually related to the area of fair value is market value, the value of the particular thing in the market right now. And value accounting is based upon the area of value accounting is based upon the area of the contribution towards a thing. For example, if I say that in terms of the working that we are doing, okay, we were making a particular project. In that project, this person is given 10 hours, this person is given 20 hours, this person is given 30 hours, there was someone who had given 50 hours. So the contribution towards this area is the value. Fair value would be the what is the value of the entire project in the market right now. That is fair value accounting. So both are in terms of I would say both are in terms of quantity, because in accounting it's all about the money. So anything which can be quantified in terms of money would be recorded. So that is what we will consider in this area. So we are talking about basics of accounting. Acha, now the point is, what is the primary purpose of the value accounting in evaluating product contributions? First is tracking market conditions. Second is assigning a percentage to each contributor. Then is identifying tangible assets or determining current market value. They're talking about value accounting. What is it that we are looking at? See, value accounting is towards contributions. है ना? One thing is sorted about it. So value accounting in evaluating product contributions. So we're going to look how people are working on it. It's not about the organization there. It is not about the money that we are putting in. It is about the efforts which are being put in terms of monetary value. So the correct answer would be assigning a percentage to each contributor. Okay, the answer would be B. Okay, next point. What does fair value accounting consider when determining the value of the assets and liabilities? Historical cost. Historical cost is the cost at which we purchase the particular thing. For example, I bought my phone in, say, March. I bought it for, say, 65,000. That is the historical cost. Okay, this is historical cost. Now, the present value of this phone may be up or down depending upon if new models have been added. Now, the value of this is around 50,000. Okay. Now, this is the value of the phone right now. That is, this is the current market value. Intrinsic value of the holder, intrinsic value is the value which they will find out in their internal level, not at the external level. And potential future value, for example, now new models would be added, the year is about to end, that means in the next year new models will come up, so I can say the next year's price would be around 45,000. So according to you, which one would be the value, fair value that they're talking about? Remember, we just talked about it. All these are market values only, but which market value is to be chosen is the question, right? Okay, which market value to be chosen has to be decided. The amount that you have to choose is current market value. It's the answer. Chaliye, let's continue further. Why does the fair value accounting face challenges and limited acceptance? Um, the answer was market value, right? Market value of the goods is basically what? The current market value. That is, if I have to choose, is the current market value is of 50,000? What's the problem in choosing this? Let's talk about that part as well. I know the value of my goods changes every single month or every single year. It is going to change. You know, this part is sorted, everyone. There is going to be a change every single month or every single day, even. For example, the value of anything will change during the day itself. You are thinking about the value, and with the snap of a finger, the value would be changing. You know? Okay, so let's continue further. In this area, the point is increased cost and delays. Second is wide availability of reliable information, accuracy of available information, or minimum concerns about current market conditions. Now, we were talking about the fair value accounting faces challenges. Acha, in terms of fair value, I want to know the market value of the things. है ना? So when we are trying to looking at the market value situation, how do we record it would be the point. So, in this case, look at the question and let me know the answer. Okay. When we talk about this area, na, fair value accounting faces challenges and limited acceptance. The limited acceptance is because of increased cost and delays. Now, let me tell you the reason behind it as well. See, when we talk about fair value accounting facing challenges, the point is I prepare the books of accounts from 1st of April to 31st of March, right? So every single day, if the market value of the goods is changing after a few days, you will see a change in demand. You know? So if there would be a change in demand, change in pattern, so there is one problem. By the end of the day, how will you find it out? So in terms of the 1st of April to 31st of March, there is a change occurring in this area. So that is because we are looking forward to increased cost and delays that will occur because every single day tracing is not possible. That is possible, agreed, but to what extent we cannot write down the differences for the 365 days in the year, right? So though a part of it is there in terms of ind as is right now considering the fluctuations, but not every single day because that would be too costly, right? So let's look at the next question. Acha, this is who is credited with the publishing book Suma in 1494 AD. This is actually AD, everyone. In 1494 AD, which contained the section on double entry bookkeeping. So, double entry bookkeeping that we study today was found in 1494 AD. This was given in 1494 AD. Is it given by King Chandragupta. वैसे तो if I talk about it, there was a particular person under King Chandragupta. There was the name was Kautilya, or also known as Chanakya. He is known as the person who's the founder of accountancy in our country, and it happened, I think, more than 2,500 years ago. So basically, in 1494 AD, what they found was basically something Indians knew about more than 2,500 years ago. So one thing is there with the hint A and C is out, right? Babylonians were also very much into this. Egyptians, Babylonians also had some roots of accountancy back in their architectural designs and in their proofs that we got from the historical areas. So this was also there. But the person who gave the latest accounting that we follow, it came hardly 500 years ago. That is by Luca de Bargo Peccioli. He's also known as Luca Bartolomus Peccioli, also known as Friar Luca and Luca Peccioli. There are different names that you will find. Lucas Peccioli is also one of his names. So you will find different names in different books. But in our book, that is IIBF book, you will find it as Luca de Bargo Peccioli. So this is the person who introduced it in 1494 AD. That is 1494 AD. And he called it double entry bookkeeping. That means for everything there's a cost. For example, matlab, you are receiver and a giver at the same time. If I buy a pack of chips, I am paying for it. If I buy a car, I am paying for it. If I'm selling a car, I'm getting money and I'm losing the car. Right? There is at one point of time you will be the receiver, at the same time you will be a giver as well. So based upon this scenario, the double entry bookkeeping was made. So this was given by Luca de Bargo Peccioli. He was an Italian monk, published the book Summa in 1494 AD, which included the section of double entry bookkeeping. While if I talk about Kautilya or Chanakya had given the book named Arthashastra, which has our roots in India. Okay. So that's about this. Now comes the next point. What ancient Indian method of accounting is still in use, also known as Mahajani, Marwari, or Deshi method? Double entry, Nama, Arthashastra, and Summa. Soma, you already know that's the name of the book which is given by Luca Peccioli. So that is something that I'm eliminating. Arthashastra is something which is given by Kautilya or Chanakya. So this can be a part of it. Double entry method is definitely not the name because why? Double entry is something which is given by Luca Peccioli. So that means these are all out. We are left with B and C, everyone. Nama or Arthashastra. In this case, the correct answer is Nama method. This is the method which is still followed, or the names are Mahajani, Marwari, Deshi, as well as Nama. Okay, these are the various names in which the method which is still prevalent in India. But though if I talk about the maintenance of books, none of these methods are used in terms of income tax department there, because ultimately the books are prepared either as per Companies Act 2013 or as per Income Tax Act 1961. So we are following these two areas in terms of maintenance of the books of accounts, though the maintenance of the books of accounts are also required, but related to only stock purchase and sale when it comes to GST as well. So different acts require maintenance of books in a different manner. So the Nama method is definitely not given in any of those books. Acha, next point. What does the term book value represent in the context of the cost concept? Market value of assets, present value, original purchase, or future value of the assets? What does the term book value in terms of cost concept? Acha, cost concept says I bought something. I bought something today for rupees 10,000. This is something that I've bought today that is of rupees 10,000. Now, I paid 500 rupees for its installation. Without the installation, I could not use this machinery. So I have totally spent 10,500 for this machinery to make it ready to use. The concept says the thing is ready to use. Till the time the particular thing is not ready to use, Whatever money you are spending on it, it's a part of that asset. So, what do we get under the cost concept? The market value, the present value, or original purchase price, or future value. We have just talked about it. The answer is original purchase price. Whatever money we actually spent on buying that thing. The term book value represents the original purchase price of the assets, and assets are recorded on their original cost under the cost concept. Done? Next, which accounting concept states that every business transaction is recorded at the cost price irrespective of the market price? Entity, cost, money measurement, and dual aspect concept. Acha, which accounting concept states that every business transaction is recorded at cost price? Matlab, there are multiple concepts now. So this particular concept says everything should be recorded at cost. It doesn't matter what is the market value today. The price, for example, I bought a piece of land in 1980. So if I bought a piece of land in 1980, then what is the value of that particular land today? If I revalue it, maybe the what I bought for 5,000 rupees at that point of time, today it would be in crores, right? The land scarcity has definitely affected that part. So in that case, entity concept is being used, cost concept is being used, money measurement or dual aspect. We do not record things at market price. We are going to record things at cost. We cannot record it in any other manner. Okay? This is historical cost concept or cost concept. Okay, here comes the next question. I hope it is visible properly in case. Chaliye. The question says, what is the main argument in favor of the cost concept in accounting, even when there are wide differences uh, in between the cost and the market value of the assets? What is the main thing? Why do we record things at the cost while the things definitely change? Now, I bought the particular land in 1980 for 4,000 or 5,000 merely. Why are we still recording the things at that prices? Why? Adjusting the cost to market value increases objectivity. Cost concept meets the criteria of relevance, objectivity, and feasibility. Or cost concept ensures accurate market valuation, or market value is more reliable measure of an asset's net worth. No, this is not the point. Market value is never a better point because it keeps on fluctuating. Dynamic part never brings stability. Cost concept, that means the cost concept ensures accurate market valuation. No, not really. But when we talk about the cost concept meets the criteria for relevance, objectivity, and feasibility, that's true. This is absolutely true because you are recording the things at the ground reality, at what price you paid for that particular thing. You're not going to do this or that in terms of the working. You're going to be very clear about the price at which you are actually buying it. Okay, here comes the next point. The next point says, what does the term business entity concept emphasizes? That means, is it what does the term business entity concept emphasize in accounting? Blurring the distinction between the business and the owner, treating the capital contributed by the owner as an asset for the business, separating the entity of the proprietor from the transactions, combining the financial records of the business and the owner. What is it? What does the business entity concept emphasize? What is that particular thing the business entity concept is focusing on? Business entity concept. It states that the business and the businessman are two different things. The point is, business and businessman both are two different areas. That means in this case, they have separate, whatever businessman is doing is separate from the business. He adds money, it's separate. He takes money out of the business, it's separate. He adds something, separate. He does something for his personal money, it's separate. Whatever the business is doing is completely different from that. So in this case, the correct answer would be separating the proprietor from the business transactions. If I am A and my business is A and Sons. Okay, A and Company, A and Sons, whatever you feel like. Now in this case, A has put money in A and Sons. This is the money that he's putting is called capital. The money when withdrawn from the books of accounts for his personal use. The person said that I would like to buy a house. So for that, whatever money I've invested in the business, I've invested 50 lakhs. So I would like to withdraw 20 lakhs for the moment. Once the particular loan arrangement would be there, I will give the money back to the business. So in this case, he is making drawings from the business. ठीक है ना? He's making a drawings. So both of these terminologies, capital and drawings, come out because A and company are two separate things. ठीक है? Now comes the next point. How is the profit treated under business entity concept? Profit is considered as an asset, a liability, or separately treated as drawings, or profit is recorded as an increase in the owner's capital. How is profit treated under the business entity concept? Business entity concept says whatever money the businessman is putting into the business, it's the responsibility of the business to help the businessman. Okay? So he's actually profit is considered as an asset. No, because this money doesn't belong to the business. This money solely and totally belongs to the businessman. It is a liability. It's a burden on the head of the business. Ki, whatever money the businessman has given to the business, this should be used accordingly. So profit is considered as a liability. The answer is profit is considered as a liability. Under the business entity concept, profit is considered as a liability, while loss is considered as an asset. Okay, so that is what we talk about in this area. Let's end the session here. But before I end this particular session, I would like to show you our website first. You can go onto the website, that is www.adda247.com. What you can do is, if you're looking forward towards your AFM preparation and you are thinking when to start, it's high time that we start right now, because if you start early, then you will finish early. If you'll finish early, you will have time for your March audit closure period, as well as April audit timing, so that May, when you are going for the examination, you are not praying to God that some miracle happens and you get more time, because sometimes you don't even get the off just a day before examination even, right? So be very practical, start your preparation as early as possible, get done with it as early as possible, and start revision, so that by the time you're hitting the examination, everything is in your memory and you know what you're exactly doing. So for that, what you can do is you can check out our website, go on to the area of JIB and CIB, check out the JIB May 2024 batches. We have just started with our batches. JIB bilingual and English medium, both are there. Click on the area of English medium. Here you have 500 hours of online classes, 276 test series are already included, 184 ebooks are already included. You can click on the area of buy now, use the code Y541, and you will get 78% discount if you're using our app. So that means through the app, you will be able to get a 78% discount here. Another 1% discount would be available. So kindly check it out on our website or in our app. And along with this, if you're looking forward to it, then you can also take up the JIB and CIB Mahapack as well. If you're planning to give your JIB and CIB both, again, normally people combine them together back to back. So if you're looking forward to that particular scenario, then take up the JIB and CIB Mahapack. In the Mahapack, you have got entire JIB, entire CIB. previous batches, current batches, even the future batches would be open till the time you have the validity. 6 months, 12 months validity is available. So if you take it for 12 months, then that means in this period, whatever JIB, whatever CIB is there, everything is opened up for you. What do we include in this? As I told you, both English medium and bilingual batches would be available in this. Along with these two, you will also get other benefits as well. The other benefits are you get 10 plus hours of mini marathons, 5 plus hours of Maha marathon, practice paper, and every second Saturday and fourth Saturday, doubt sessions are also going on. Test series is also available for you, right? So unit testing as well as the proper practice tests are also available. So kindly check it out on our website or in our app for further details, and use the code Y541 to get the maximum discount. So thank you so much.